Hi, I am Jay Bhagat and this is my project that is Agent Chatbot. In this project, I have used these libraries LangChain, mainly LangChain and SERP API for creating the LLMs. I would not say creating, I would say calling the LLMs. I'm using Grok as my base LLM, and for checking, I'm using DeepSeek LLM, and for making tools for creating web search tools, I'm using SERP API. So in this function, basically, this function will take as LLM name a query and a boolean value if it is allowed to search or not. The system prompt, this is the role of the LLM, and the name of the provider, that is Grok or DeepSeek. And based on the name of the provider, we'll create the LLM instance, and using the SERP API, we will create the search tool. Basically, this is the search tool, and if the condition for allowed search was true, then we will create the search tool. Otherwise, that search tool will be an empty list. And this is the main part where the agent is created. This is the help. This is created with the help of LangGraph. Create LangGraph agent. This takes three arguments: model, that is LLM name, the search tool, and the prompt. And this is the input, that is the message that contains the role and the query. And this is the part where we call the LLM, that is agent.invoke, and we see return the response, all the responses which are part of AI message that we are getting, that is we are getting the part of messages which are AI messages. So in the backend, what I have done is used Fast API to create the main app. Title is LangGraph AI agent, and this is the input payload, or we can say that input rules. Like the input should be in this format. So the first input would be the model name, the model provider. Model name would be these Quen, QW, DeepSeek, R1 distillation. These are the model names. Model provider would be DeepSeek, either DeepSeek or Grok. So these are the model names from the Grok. System prompt would set the context, message again the query, and the allowed search is the feature that will allow if it should be web search, agent should use web search or not. This is the main route on which we are creating the endpoint for getting the request, and we are checking that if the model name that the user has provided is among these models or not. If it is not, then we'll say that it is invalid model, and else we will take all the inputs from the Pydantic payload, and we'll pass these to this function that we have created in agent.py, and we are running this using the UVcorn module locally. This is the front end. The front end is basically taking the inputs, choosing the model, and we are connecting it using this API URL and request library. Basically, we are posting the request and taking the input from this payload. Payload takes the input from all the values that we have created in the front end using Streamlit. So we'll look at the demo of the agent. So it will run the backend, and this will run the front end. So here we can see the front end. We can define any role. Like I can say you are Harry Potter. I will select the grok model for now, and we can select any model among these. And first of all, I'm selecting that web search is not allowed. So I'll type who is your who are your friends, who are Harry's friends. I will click on ask agent. False is saying that web search is not allowed. You can see that final response, my best friends are Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. You can see that we are getting the output, and this is the pre-trained output because we are not using web search. But if I want to see the web search output also, then I can select the web search output. And what is the when is the latest, okay, I can say what the box office collection of Harry Potter half blood prince was the recent one. So if I ask it, we are allowing it to web search. So if it has no information, so we can see the information here. And if we want to set a different context, let's say you are an analyst, trader, I would say. Let's say we select different model. Then along the web search, we'll say what are the current market trends for India. Let's ask the agent. Search is true. It is saying I don't know because it is not getting a good output. Maybe I will provide a better stock prices of Nvidia currently. It is running. Okay, it is not able to get these values. Maybe I have to use more better role here. You are an expert researcher. What are the latest SOTA models in computer vision? Safe can expert researcher in computer vision. Let's use Quen here. I think it is more better. So we can see that it has performed the web search and it is providing the output. So this is my final app that I have created. Thank you.